And what do you think about James?
Oh, he's awesome. He goes. I don't want to call him old, but he's been in the business as long as I have, and he's a fountain of knowledge, and a lot of the younger guys could learn a lot from him.
When I was a teenager, I had an idea. It turned into a dream. With help from my parents and Ken Bowles, we launched that dream on hopes and prayers. A traditional Tennessee wrestling promotion for the fans, with hand-picked veterans, Tennessee legends, and a group of young wrestlers. A promotion that gave back to the community. A place for those young wrestlers to learn their craft and grow. Hopefully that someday they would get bigger opportunities. The promotion spread roots and it began to grow. Soon the local media started to take notice. Along the way we spread from not only promoting in East Tennessee but across the state and into North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Kentucky. National and international magazines began to cover us. Then came television. We became a highly rated program in our home market, which led to a second television program. It opened us up to go to other promotions and help them start TV. We made memories with the wildest action and the biggest stars. Some of the biggest names in our profession competed right here in SSW. Over the years, wrestlers have came from the United Kingdom. France, the South Pacific, Canada, and Australia compete right here. We created stars with our own homegrown talent. Many of them were able to get bigger opportunities. over the last 3.5 decades. It's been the best of times and it's been some hard times, but we have survived. As time marches on, the pro wrestling profession is always changing. People have come and gone, but the goal has remained the same. A traditional Tennessee wrestling promotion that gives back to the community and gives young wrestlers a place to grow, learn, and become educated, hoping they get opportunities at a bigger stage. This is my legacy. It is part of their legacy. This is Southern States Wrestling's legacy.
Here welcoming you to the 100th episode of Legacy. Fans, I've been away for a little while due to Hurricane Helene and all of that situation in North Carolina, and I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and everyone who's reached out as things are getting better slowly, not only over in Asheville, but over in Irwin and throughout the area, and prayers and support are certainly appreciated. And wrestling fans, I tell you what, here we are, the 100th episode, and if there's one man who's been a huge impact, been in every episode, and he's still our current reigning Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, let's bring him in. Lord Murphy Costigan, here we are at the 100th episode, and you've got the title once again, sir, as 2025 is right here at us.
Well, Mr. Joe Wheeler, before we address my upcoming match, there is one thing I would like to do that may seem out of character for Lord Murphy Costigan. I would like to welcome you back to Southern States Wrestling, Joe. It hasn't been the same without you. Now on to business at hand. Chase Emery. He's a newcomer since you've been away, Mr. Wheeler.
He is.
Now, Chase Emery, you are a very impressive professional wrestler, and I have never said otherwise, and I never will, because that would just be a lie. You're a talented wrestler, Chase Emery. Your collegiate background is well known. You've got a couple of victories in Southern States Wrestling, but you are not on the level of the Lord, lad. On the mat, you may have everything. In the brain, you are a few hounds short of a hunt. So next week, Chase Emery, we're going to find out what your aptitude is in the wrestling ring. We're going to find out if you can think as good as you can wrestle, because my contingency plans have contingency plans. And if there's any doubt in anyone's mind, they can ask you, Mr. Wheeler, and you can attest to this. For there isn't anyone who is more prepared for any eventuality than Lord Murphy Costigan. There is a reason I am the 3-time Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And Chase Emery, next week I'm going to prove it to you.
Next week, don't miss it, fans.
Saturday, February the 8th, Lee County High School, Jonesville, Virginia. All-Star Wrestling presents Invasion Jonesville, featuring stars from Southern States Wrestling and Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, with special guest Rhino, who will be in action that night. Doors open at 7:30, and this will be a fundraiser for the girls' track team. That's Saturday, February the 8th, bell time 7:30. Wrestling fans, Southern States Wrestling kicks off 2025 with Winter Heat Wave, sponsored by Dalton Direct Carpets and Flooring. That's going to be at the Armed Forces Reserve Center, 399 Highway 11W, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Join us Friday, January the 31st, bell time 7:30. You don't want to miss this night of high-flying wrestling action. Bring your friends and be there.
Hello, I'm Ken Dapper and owner of Dalton Direct Carpets. Thank you, our loyal customers, for keeping us in business for over 46 years. We couldn't do it without your support. We offer affordable prices on all of our carpet, waterproof flooring, vinyl, and wood flooring. We're featuring heavy plush carpet on sale at $1.69 per square foot, and I have 24 colors in stock for immediate installation. Please come by during our sale and let our salespeople assist you on getting the right floor in the right room at the right price. That's Dalton Direct Carpets, Kingsport.
In professional wrestling, legends aren't born, they're created. If you want to see how legends are created, every bump, every bruise, every tear, every drop of sweat, you've come to the right place.
Jeff Conley and Jeff Baker, the Faction, two guys who've been a huge impact and influence here on Southern States Wrestling over the past year or so. And here we are at the 100th episode. But, you know, I've been away for a minute and I haven't been able to keep up with some things going on. But you guys don't have the tag team titles. And that's kind of surprising me. But I understand we're presenting them to Miss Serenity later on. So fill me in. What's going on here?
Surprising to you. It's surprising to me. It was surprising to me when Scott Sterling used his connections to have a deputy sheriff show up at my house to take the belts. Okay? So, Serenity, you done cheated us. You hooked my man's leg. He couldn't kick out. You knew we were the biggest threat. You knew you guys weren't getting those tag belts away from the Faction. So you know what, Joe Wheeler? It doesn't matter. Jordan Lawrence, Trey Chaos, any other tag team, any other singles wrestler in Southern States. You know, this is our 100th episode. We've been around these parts for 15 years. We've been around these parts longer than it was a legacy show. And we're probably going to be around these parts long after some of these wrestlers. Trey Chaos, Jordan, you pulled one up on us. We didn't take you serious. And that's on us. But you don't become a tag team as long as we have. You don't get where we are by repeating those mistakes. We're coming for you. We're going to come hard.
There you have it. The Faction has spoken.
I'm not used to seeing Conley up here as he's showing off. And CJ able to get his foot up right there. Conley went for a big move and it backfired. The Faction have been in control for several minutes here. Can CJ make that long-awaited tag to Santiago? There's the tag. He did make it. Big clothesline. Follows it up with a big elbow. Drove Conley face first into his knee. Tornado DDT, and we've seen Santiago beat some people with that move right there, taking way too much time. Going outside the ring here, what is he doing? He should have went for a cover. Conley able to stop him. Look out for Lawrence running around the ring there. Lawrence ran and got Jeff Baker. Serenity holding the feet and legs of Jeff Conley, and the Faction, who were favored to win this match, have been eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Faction has been eliminated.
The Faction were in control of the last 15 minutes. As you see Lawrence and Trey Chaos arguing outside, Miss Serenity arguing. The young team of Santiago and CJ Knight pull off an upset with some help from Serenity. Serenity sending Lawrence in the ring here. Santiago waiting on him. We're one step, nice arm drag. We're one step closer to crowning tag team champions. Santiago with a deep arm bar right there. Serenity says all of that was part of her plan. Well, waving goodbye to the faction as they're leaving ringside. She's rubbing it in right there. Santiago and Lawrence in the ring. Let's try to keep some focus on them as it's down to the last. Lawrence picking his man up, driving him into the turnbuckle, showing that power. Words for Trey Chaos as he tags him in. He's trying to tell Trey what to do. Trey's trying to tell him what to do. They're arguing over what the next move is. What in the world? Are these two men ever going to be able to get it together? Serenity yelling him, oh, big drop kick. Santiago with a foot for each one right in the chest right there. And Serenity is not happy. Chaos goes out one side of the ring, Lawrence on the other side. Serenity screaming and yelling at him. CJ Knight has been tagged in the ring. These two men cannot function as a team. Arguing with each other again on the floor. Serenity trying to make peace. Oh, a big shove. And another shove. Are we going to have a fight right here on the floor? Oh, man. Oh, goodness. She just slapped both of them right in the face. Told them to get to work and get back in the ring. She has had enough of them. Chaos taking that frustration out. Big neck breaker right there. And a tag. What is going on here? They're working as a team. Big double suplex right there. Cover, not a very good cover. CJ able to get up at the last minute. Serenity giving instructions to Trey Chaos on the outside as Lawrence is in the ring. Big head, another big one, and another one. A series of headbutts shoves him into the corner. Big chop, followed up by forearm. We have seen this quite a few times from Lawrence. Just pounds on the man in the corner, chops and forearms. Kicks his legs, another tag. Well, it seems like the two of them are working as a team. Maybe those slaps woke them up and cleared their mind. Jordan Lawrence showing approval. Big headbutt from Trey Chaos. CJ Knight, who was in trouble earlier, he was pounded on by the faction. Big suplex. He has suffered throughout this match, and he's suffering right now. Big tag right there. These two men are working like a tag team. Big stomp from Lawrence. Scoops his partner up. Slams him right across CJ. Look at this. They're working together as a team. Only a 2 count. CJ, this young man never says die. He's got a great heart, and he's always fighting forward. So is Santiago, who's waiting on the outside, hoping for a tag. Oh, CJ, right there with a jawbreaker. Trying to get up and get it together, makes the tag to Santiago. Lawrence makes a tag. Oh, big clothesline. Big clothesline for Trey Chaos. Elbow right to the mouth. One for Chaos. Santiago got it going. Inexperienced as the two men here. And there's CJ. He's coming to help his partner. Nice reversal from Chaos. Inverted atomic drop, and he just dropped Santiago. As Lawrence took both thumbs and just ran him in the eyes. Oh, he dropped him right on his knee. We have seen that before. Lawrence following up with a big slam right there. Could this do it? It did. New tag team champions Trey Chaos and Lawrence with Miss Serenity, who is happy as can be right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
I cannot believe. A slap across the face for each one, and it straightened them out, and they now are the tag team champions of Southern.
All right, wrestling fans, a lot's been going on with the tag team titles. We had to get the authorities involved, and a lot's going on with them. Scott Sterling, come on in. You've got the tag team titles here, and it's time for the presentation.
Yeah, like you said, Joe, after some legal wrangling, and we had to take the sheriff's department to the faction's house and actually seize the belts. So whether hook or crook, congratulations, you guys are the new tag team champions.
Oh my gosh. I told you, didn't I? Didn't I, Scott? I told everyone. Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I did such an amazing job. Seriously.
They've gotten them. They, by hook or by crook, like you said, the new tag team titles have been presented.
Hi, I'm Ken Daffron, owner of Dalton Direct Carpets in Kingsport, Tennessee. Hello, I'm Ken Daffron, owner of Dalton Direct Carpets, starting our 21st year. Hello, I'm Ken Daffron, owner of Dalton Direct Carpets. Hello, I'm Ken Daffron, owner of Dalton Direct Carpets. Please come by and help us celebrate our 40th anniversary. Hello, I'm Ken Daffron, owner of Dalton Direct Carpets. I've changed a lot over 46 years. Who hasn't? Dalton Direct Carpets hasn't changed. During our sale going on now, we have the best prices on carpet, waterproof flooring, vinyl, and wood flooring in the Tri-Cities area. That's Dalton Direct Carpets in Kingsport.
Wrestling fans, check out Outlaws to Independence, a new monthly podcast covering the wild and crazy world of outlaw independent pro wrestling from the 1940s through the 1990s. It's hosted by Handsome Bo James, the King of Kingsport, and John Bouchier. Outlaws to Independence is available on Spotify, Podcast Index, and Amazon Music. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to find out when new episodes are dropping, and much, much more. It's Outlaws to Independence, the stories of the pioneers of independent wrestling. Saturday, February the 8th, Lee County High School, Jonesville, Virginia. All-Star Wrestling presents Invasion Jonesville, featuring stars from Southern States Wrestling and Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, with special guest Rhino, who will be in action that night. Doors open at 7:30, and this will be a fundraiser for the girls' track team. That's Saturday, February the 8th, bell time 7:30. Wrestling fans, Southern States Wrestling kicks off 2025 with Winter Heat Wave, sponsored by Dalton Direct Carpets and Flooring. That's going to be at the Armed Forces Reserve Center, 399 Highway 11W, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Join us Friday, January the 31st, bell time 7:30. You don't want to miss this night of high-flying wrestling action. Bring your friends and be there.
Well, in a way that they're not really meant to be bent. Desperation being applied by Wayne Adkins trying to kick free, but the pain setting in. Holy cow, though! But I don't know if Adkins is going to be able to put weight on that leg. Well, definitely not like that, Joe Wheeler.
Yeah, Wayne Adkins is in trouble now. That leg is definitely giving him a fit, as he tried to put some weight on it right there, and you saw the effect. He went down quickly, as now we've got a half Boston Crab here. This half crab, again, staying focused on that leg, and now utilizing the ropes here. Referee didn't catch it, but now maybe he'll be on the lookout, as Mike Mann using that bottom rope.
Yeah, I'll keep trying to see if Adkins can reach over, because he's not that far away from the ropes to break up this submission, but... Oh, come on. Come on, ref, just look up. Hey, there we go, finally. But the damage has been done to that leg.
No doubt about it, and Wayne Adkins is in trouble. There's no question. Mike Mann has had quite an impact on him at this point, and let's see how he's doing trying to stand.
Good European uppercut there by Mike Mann. Mann thinks he's got it right where he wants it, and perching Adkins up here. Joe, this could spell the end for Wayne Adkins.
He is on that top rope, and in a very precarious way, and Mike Mann comes in with a big boot right to the midsection, showing his versatility right there with that kick. And now Mike Mann going up onto the ropes with him. This could be devastating.
Possible suplex here. Going to work on the breadbasket is Adkins, and down goes Mann. But Adkins slow to get over, not the usual speed we see out of him. And, got caught, but not enough.
Duck under, caught him with that kick right there. He stunned Mike Mann. Now sets him up, Irish whip to the near side. Adkins pulls off a drop kick right there, in for a cover.
but not the usual drop kick we see Joe Wheeler. I mean, you see Wayne Adkins limping around there. I mean, it's not like he got the full force that he usually does with his drop kicks.
Absolutely, the effects of that knee not being 100%. Atkins now, Irish whip gets reversed into the corner, up and over his man. Wayne Atkins now ducked under that. Spring, oh man, he tried to do a cross body, but Mike Mann caught him because he didn't get it right coming off the rope. And Mike Mann is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Mike Mann.
Well, Joe Wheeler, Mike Mann, hard-fought effort today, and gets a one-up on sensational Wayne Adkins.
100th episode of Legacy, and what an episode it's been, fans. I tell you what, next week you don't want to miss it. He's not the number one contender, but he certainly has climbed the ladder quickly in the past couple months here in Southern States Wrestling, and he deserves this title shot, and he's going to get it. Chase Emery, come on in here. Congratulations. Next week, you, Lord Murphy Costigan, title is on the line. You got a lot to prove here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you talk about top guys in Southern States Wrestling. The top guy is Murphy Costigan. He's held that belt for a long time. He's been on all the episodes. And, you know, I'm coming to this match with a lot to prove. You see, in my short time of professional wrestling, I've had my eyes raked. I've been low blowed. I've had my hair pulled. And you know what? Murphy Costigan, he's a guy that will do anything as necessary. So I'm going into this match expecting the unexpected. And no matter what, no matter how much I get put down, I'm going to keep getting back up.
There you have it. Next week, fans, Chase Emery, Lord Murphy Costigan. We'll see you there.